Okay, small like that. So first we need to decode and then we can use it. So if comes to where we are, yes. So we'll see. Okay. Now we have one job. I hope this is clear, right? I'll be removing all these options, uh, parameters, agent, everything I'll be removing now. Okay. So here as well, remove the stage. Okay. So we'll see how we can clone it. So there is a pipeline syntax. Okay. With this option, we can generate syntax as well. So for kind of the operation, what we have almost, so if you have any clarification, if you have any doubts regarding like the syntax, so we can validate here. Okay. So we can go here and then we can choose which for which operation we are performing. See, now I'm doing for git, right? So git I'll choose. So I'll provide the required operation. Okay. So repository URL. So let's see. So if you want to log in, so you need, if you want to pull any operations, you need this HTTP URL, okay, for Git operations. If you're checking out any Git branch, so you need a Git repository, we need the Git HTTPS URL, okay. So HTTPS, SSH, GitHub, CLI, so there are few URLs are there, but we need HTTPS URL, okay. So you can copy the URL and then branch you can provide. So which branch you are going to check out? Currently, I'm going with the main branch. So main I will be providing. So credentials, you can add the credentials. Okay. Otherwise, so if it is a public repository, ignore it. So if you want to add it, you can add it. So I'll be clicking on Jenkins. So here for Git operations, you can provide the username. So the Git username. So you can find here the username. This is the username. And then for password, you can go to settings and then developer settings. So personal access token, generate new token. Okay. Sorry, tokens classic we need to generate. Okay. So generate new token, test will be providing something I provided. Okay. So in this way, this part you know, right? I hope. So you can copy the token what we generated. So you can provide. So GitHub token. You can provide any ID. Okay, add it, and then you can choose this GitHub token. Okay, so choose the proper actions. Okay, so and then do generate the script. So what we generated, right? Copy the script and go here, and then so I'll be doing. Okay, so I need to copy. Okay, so copy the end. So which branch? Main branch, credentials ID what I provided, right? That ID it's to, okay? Not the username and the password. Okay, and the URL in the sense the GitHub URL. So once you provided this, it will ready to operate, perform the GitHub operations. We'll see that. Okay, I started the job. See, so the checkout has been successfully completed. Now you can check in the workspace. So you can check the workspace. So it will show the files which are available in GitHub, right? So those will be available here. Okay, you can see with this file what all the files are there. So those files will be available here. Okay, got it.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, someone asking.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Clear, Alva? Yeah,
Yes,
doubts
sir.
in there. Okay, fine. So next, see, let's assume we can trigger the jobs from. Let's assume from this job we can trigger few other jobs as well. Okay, so that's also we can do it. Okay, so very simple concepts are there for that. See, I have job 2, right? I want to trigger this job from job 1. If the job 1 is success, I need to trigger this job. Okay, so see, this is the job, right? Pipeline job I'll be running. So there are only few steps, only one thing you can provide, we can provide. Okay, so build, and the job name we need to provide it. So what was the job name here? Job 2, right? Job 2. If you provide this, see, now the build number is here 22. So we'll see. So we'll start this job. Build now. 80th the job has been started. See, scheduling project. Okay. So see here. Starting build 23. Okay. Build job 23 completed success. The results as well we can able to see here. This is the beauty of, I mean, we can trigger the jobs from the one job. Okay, so you can see here started by upstream project. Okay, pipeline job. So this is the job name, right? Pipeline underscore job. So started by this job, build number 80. So there the build number 80. Okay, build number 80. From that, it's so it started from the build number 80. Okay, followed by started by user admin. Okay, so I only started, right? So it's running on the agent is stored. So it's done some functions. Okay. So see here it will wait till some time. Okay. So if it is fails, the result will be updated here as well. Okay. We'll see now. So this will fail right now. This will fail right now because I provided just mkda. I have not provided any directory, so it will fail. So we'll see the build number 81. It started. So it's scheduling. Okay, it's failed. The failure, the job to the build number 24 completed. The status is failed. Okay, you can validate here. The build number 24 failed because of this reason. Got it? Clear?
Yes,
This
sir.
triggering the job. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
See, very simple concept. If you want any job, you can trigger it. Okay. This is within the Jenkins. Okay. So if you're performing from outside the Jenkins, then you need to follow some different steps. Okay. See, now we'll see this policy
Uh,
and build periodically, right?
sir,
Yes.
could you please increase the font size?
Yes, please. Okay, is this fine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Okay. Triggers. So now we'll see the schedules. Okay. So cron and build periodically. There are two types of the schedules, right? So for that, we can choose the option triggers. Okay. Triggers. Okay. For build periodically, so we will use cron. Okay. So I'm not required. I don't want this to be executed. So I'll be removing. Okay. So cron, and then I can provide the values like this: star, 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 star. Okay. 5. Okay. So this build periodically or cron job, how this will be executed. So if you provide the triggers on the cron, so if you provided, so 5 stars, then it will be executing every minute. Okay. So every minute the job will get executed. Okay, based on the scenario. If you want to run this job for every 30 minutes, what will be the case? What was the values we can provide here?
Instead of first star, we need to provide 30.
Correct, right? So instead of first star, we need to provide 30. Then every 30 minutes, the job will get executed. Okay. So similarly, we'll see how this will work in the demo. Okay. So that that I'm not going to explain much. So so how we can provide the cron values. So Harish has already explained. Okay. So we'll see. So we'll see. So we just provided right 823. It's supposed to execute one job at 824. Right. Yes. Now we'll see. Wait, we need to execute once. We'll see. Because some cases it's not updated automatically. So this job is triggered with my input. Okay, we'll wait for 8:25. See, it's automatically executed. You got it. You can see it. You can check the console.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in the console it started by the timer. Okay, so clear with this. So how this build periodically will works? Clear or any doubts? See, this automatically updated in the UI. Okay, clear with this. Sangeeta, you have doubts, right? Sangeeta, you are there. So another one will be Policium. Okay. So here what will happen? So this like so in the so what we have scheduled, right, in the scheduled interval. I mean, so in the scheduled time. So if there are any commits happen to the particular GitHub, so then the job will get triggered. Otherwise, no, it won't get triggered. Okay. So if there are any commits happen, okay, then only it will get triggered. Okay. So no one is using this Policium. Okay, so either they will go with the build periodically, okay, or they will go with the GitHub hooks. Okay, so they won't go with this. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so this cron, so like in the organization, either they will go with the cron or they will go with these there are git hooks is there, right? Git hooks, so based on the like generic webbook is there, so github hooks is there, so they will go with that. Okay, Policium, the rare scenario, the people will use Policium. Okay, so similarly in the scheduled time, let's assume, so it has to run every 30 minutes. Okay, so every 30 minutes it's supposed to run. So in that case what will happen, so it will trigger, okay, it will trigger the job. Okay, so if you provided 30 minutes here, 30 here, so then every 30 seconds the job will get triggered, right? So every 30 seconds the job, 30 minutes the job will get triggered. Correct, every 30 minutes the job will get triggered. So but here, so it will wait. So if the one job is executed at 8:30, so then another job should execute at 9 o'clock, right? That is the case. So in that scenario what will happen, if there are any commits happen to the particular GitHub, so then the job will get executed, otherwise it won't get executed. Okay, so that is the Policium. Clear? ಅರ್ಥ
Yes, sir.
ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇದು?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we need to do apply once. Okay, Policium upstream cron. Okay, so we need to use this syntax. See, we need to be careful. Okay, the syntaxes also will give the problem. See, earlier I provided in small letters. Now, so it was failed. So now we need to execute with the proper syntax. I changed that. We'll see. So now it's 8:29. So as per the results, it has to execute at 8:30. Right? Okay. Clear with this build periodically and whole SCM. Okay. Others,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
see, the job has not been executed. Okay. I'll show you. Okay. I'll show that later. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So next will be parallel builds. There is a concept called parallel builds. So what was the use of parallel builds? Anybody? Any idea? What do you mean by parallel builds? See, parallel builds. Okay. So I'll explain. Okay. Let's assume there are one scenario. Okay. So you need to validate two stages. Okay. So let's assume this is stage one. Okay. So you need, and then another was stage two. There are two stages are there. Okay. You need to compare those two stages results. Okay. So what we have those two stages, right? So we need to compare those two stages results. Okay. So after execution of those two stages, so we need to get the report and then we need to validate those reports. Okay. So what will happen if the normal execution, so it's a simultaneous execution, so one after another stage. So what will happen, and so how the things will be moving in the normal execution? Okay, can anybody tell me, so what will happen in the normal execution, how the execution flow will be works? So let's assume you have two stages. Explain this, how the execution will be moving in here. Something is there. Anybody can try how the execution will works? Okay, so I'll explain it. Okay, so what will happen? So first here this stage will get execute. Okay, this stage will get execute. Okay, so in normal scenario, so once after this complete execution has been done, it will move to the another stage. Okay, so 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 next, so it will wait. This stage has to complete this operation. Okay, so once all the operation has been completed, then it will move to the further steps. Okay, that is the normal flow of work, right? Correct. So in that way, the execution will be follows. Correct. So what will happen? So I have one scenario. Okay, so I have source code. Okay, so that source code I need to execute. Okay, so I need to validate that source code with sonar cube and then with python pylint. Okay, so with these two steps I need to validate our source code. Okay, let's assume this is our source code. Okay, with this source code I need to check with sonar cube. Okay, sonar execution I wanted to do it here. So just I'm doing echo. Okay, sonar execution. So I'll be renaming this sonar test. Okay, next stage will be python test. Okay, there are two stages you need to go through here in your job. Okay, so you need to go with two stages. So what will happen in the normal execution? So what will happen? Wait, three, five. Okay, just I'll give the seconds. Okay, so what will happen? So we'll see in the normal execution. It's failed because expected
Stage
stage.
spelling.
1 minute. Okay, stage. So how this will be working? First stage started, second stage executing, and then third stage executing. Right. So first it will first it will go through after stages. Right. What will happen in our cases? So sonar cube, sonar test will take around 15 minutes. The Python test will take around 10 minutes. So we need to wait for two execution. We need to wait around 25 minutes, right? In the series execution, the normal execution. But so that we can't do it. We can't wait that much of time. So for that reason, we'll go with the parallel execution. So that will save our time. Okay. So parallelly, both the job will get executed, and then once we got the report, so we'll compare that report in another stage. Okay. So once the parallel execution has been completed. Okay. So we'll see that demo. You will come to know. See, first what we need to do. So we need to create the stage called parallel execution. Parallel parallel execution. Okay. Under this, you can provide the keyword parallel. Okay. So here inside this, you can provide steps. So I'll be just moving inside. Okay. So inside this parallel stage, okay. So I'll be moving. So what I did, so I took the cursor here. So parallel execution cursor inside that cursor. So I added two stages. So what will happen? It will go. I'll be performing the same operation. So I'll be providing some values. Okay. So here, just I'm providing some for your understanding purpose. So I'll be providing like this. So for your understanding purpose, I'll be providing like this. Okay. So you can provide one more, not a. So I'll explain why I provided like this. I'll explain later. Okay. So we'll see. So this stage will end here, right? So after this stage, I'll be just stage test steps echo parallel test. Okay, some value I provided. So we'll see. So I'll be providing now. There is a error parallel execution steps.
So parallel spelling.
Double L.
Expected steps. It's asking step. Okay, here. Okay, it started. You can see here. So parallelly executing sonar test, executing python test, python test. Okay, sonar. So parallelly these two are executing. Okay, so before, see here, so if you provided parallel execution, so this will wait the stage has wait until okay, it will move to the further stage. See now Python test has been completed. Now it will waiting for only Sonar test. Okay. So once the parallel stage has been completed, you can see here the stage parallel completed. Okay. So it will move to the test execution stage. Okay. So these two are executed parallelly. Okay. So sonar, Python test executed. Okay, it will back to the sonar one. Okay, so similarly, so these two will be executed. Okay, so ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. So parallelly both the stages. So what we provided here, so this will be executed parallelly, like both the stages. If you have another stage, you can provide here. So that stage will be executed parallelly. Okay. For in the organization, so as I said, for Sonar test and Python, these kind of the tests, what we need to achieve, so we need to compare the results of these two stages. So we'll go with the parallel execution. Okay. So once we done with this, so you can compare the results here. Okay, in the fine like once you're done with these stages, so it will come out, right? So there you can start the testing the results. Okay, got it. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾವ ತರ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಡೆಮೋ ನೋಡಿದೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್, like if you have n number of stages also, it will take and then it will execute. Okay, so it will wait so until all the three, if you have two stages or three stages, all the stages should complete within the parallel, then it will move to the another stage. Okay, first how we can provide, we need to provide the name. Okay, and then you need to provide the stage name. So and then so you need to provide the keyword parallel. Okay, so inside that parallel keyword you can provide the n number of stages. Okay, clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
ಸರ್
So yeah,
ಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ?
see, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀನೆ ಸೋನಾರ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಆ ಸೋನಾರ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೋನಾರ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನೋ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀಯ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಏನೇ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಏನೇ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಏನೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ ಅಂಡರ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಏನೇನು ನೀವು ಲೈಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ,
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಸೊ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗಿಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗಿಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ಔಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಗಿಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ಔಟ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್?
ಎಸ್.
So this is fine. Okay, next will be the uh, post actions. Okay, post build actions. So when I'm doing freestyle jobs, we can able to see here, right? Post build actions. So here you can see, right, post build actions. Okay, so post build actions, there are n number of post build actions are there. Okay, what we want to do, so everything we can able to achieve here. Okay, so these are few. So when we install many of the organization will get more. Okay, more options will get it, because so we'll install these things, right? So plugins and all, so we'll get it more. Okay, so here you can see, the build other projects, okay, publish the unit test results reports, okay, archive the artifacts, aggregate downstream test results, okay. So archive the artifacts, so build other jobs, okay. See, aggregate the downstream test results in a sense. So if there are any jobs with respect to test results, so downstream jobs, okay, so that we can able to see with this. So like downstream tests, so what we done, right, so those will be come into picture. So so those we can able to add in the reports, okay, that will be done here. So similarly, so archive the artifacts, so if you developed any of the artifacts, so that will be archived, okay. So archive in the sense we'll do it as a zip or some other things, okay. Build other projects, so we can trigger another jobs, okay, like this, okay. Trigger of only if the build is stable, okay. Stable in the sense it is success. So we can provide the names, okay. So if we done any testing, so we can publish the reports, okay. So this is not required. Fingerprints, for any files we'll do the fingerprint track. So I mean, so we'll set up some tokens, okay. Publish to the git, so this also will do it, okay. Email notification, we can send email notification. Editable notification also we can send. So commit, so also we'll do it. So delete the workspace also we can do it, okay. So these are the few post build actions, okay. So in the freestyle jobs, so here similarly, so here you can see here only at the bottom of job, right? I mean, so once all the job has been completed, we can do the post build actions. But here, so we can do it after each and every stage. Okay, so we can perform on the stage level. So we'll see like this. So there are few options are there. Okay, so here in the post build action success, there are few conditions. Post, okay, failed, always, changed, fixed, regression, regression. So we saved the jobs. Okay, we'll see. See, only the job execution was successful, right? So it's executed only for the success one. The success execution has been executed. Okay, parallel execution under the parallel test. So okay, only success will be executed. So the failed one won't get executed because so we are not wait. So we the job is successful, right? So we added this for under this stage. Okay. So under this stage we added. Okay. So on the stage level we executed. So if the job is failed here, then see, if the job is failed here for in this stage, this failed condition won't get executed here. Okay, because we done it in another stage, right? Stage level we are executing expected steps. Okay, so I'll be creating two times that same directory. We'll see. It's failed, right? Step, expected step. So we need to add script here. So if you have any, so if something will add with respect to shell operations, in some cases it will ask for creating, it ask for adding the script. Okay, so in that case you can add it. Okay, 98 we executed, right? See here, test execution, no such property, clean workspace. What happened to this? See here, it's already the test directory is present and the directory, like again we are trying to fail create it. Okay, so it's failed, but our post condition not be executed, right? Our post condition not be executed. Okay, so post condition we applied only for this second stage, right? For the second stage we applied the post condition. So here, I hope this is clear, right? Here it's not applying in first stage, it's not executing for, it's not showing for first stage. Okay, clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we can change that as well. So we'll see. Now I'll make the same with second one. Why it is too slow? Okay, so now I hope you guys can able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what I'm doing, I'll be performing the same with this stage. Okay. So the job will get failed here, right? So we'll see. See here, the first stage executed successfully. The second stage, so it's came and then it will creating one directory, it will create it and it will create again. So it's failed. So here it's executed the failed condition. Okay. So it's not executed success condition, it's executed the failed condition. Okay. So what we understand this, so we configured this execution under the stage, under job level, sorry, stage level, right? So where this stage will close, so this here the stage will close, right? So here I mean this cursor, the stage will close. So if you had cursor here, then the stage will close here. Okay. So what we so this stage will close here. So under the stages we can add it. Okay. Under the stages in the sense, so we'll remove this here and then we can add it here. So we are executing, so stages will close here. Okay. So we are adding this post condition under the stage level. We'll see. So now it's supposed to execute like where we like if in any stage the issue has been faced, then the job should execute. We'll see that. See, now it's it's failed, right? It failed because the second in the second stage it's failed. So uh, our post condition will be executed, right? So similarly, so if we had the same thing in the first stage as well, if you had a deer, then also the post condition will get executed. Earlier, it was not executed because so we are added in the stage level. Now you can see here it's trying to create the directory. It failed in the first stage itself, but the post condition will get executed. Clear with this post condition
Yes,
how
sir.
the condition will work in the stage level, in the job level. Okay, so you can apply for any stages, you can apply for jobs as well. Okay, clear with this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 1 minute. Hello, yes, speaking. Okay, so this I hope this is clear, right? So in this way the post condition we can apply in the job level, and then you can also apply in the stage level. Okay, as per our requirement we will apply it. Okay, so if it is stage level, so you can apply before the stage closes. Okay, so if it is a job stages job level, you can apply once the stages has been completed, all the stages has been completed, right? So in that case you can apply it. Okay, so that is in that way we can apply it. So here, so we have many conditions. Success, as you know, either stage or job has been successfully executed, then this condition will get executed. Failed only if the job has failed. Always, what will happen in the always?
It will execute like if the job is failed or success.
For any condition, for any condition, the job will execute. Always it will be executed. Okay. So changed it means what? How the change will be work here? So it will compare. So always, right? So it will execute always. So irrespective of the condition, the always will get work execute. Changed, it will compare with old build status. Okay, it will compare with old build status. Okay, so old build is success, now it is failed. Okay, then the change will work. Okay, if the old is also success and current build also success, so then this old get executed. Okay, so only when the changes happen. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fixed. What do you mean by fixed?
If there is continuous success or if there is continuous failed then it will be.
It will compare with old build from failed to success. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇರ್ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಡಾರಿಯೋಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಆ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಐದರ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎರಡೂ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಸೊ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫೇಲ್ ಟು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್. ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಓಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಸೊ ಇರ್ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋಸ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್.
Yes.
So aborted. So abort in the sense, right? So the job has been aborted. So either by user or it is due to some uncondition, like due to some conditional abort. Okay. So what will happen when we are doing the test? So if the test results failed, so we will abort the job there itself. Okay. So in that condition as well, we will use this abort. Okay. So basically, when we are doing the test, we will use this abort. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So regression. So current build is failed. So when this executed in the sense when the current build is failed, okay, so or unstable or aborted. So when like so when the previous build was success, okay, so the current build was failed or unstable or aborted. So in that condition, this regression will get executed. Okay, current status is failed, unstable and aborted, and the previous status was successful, then this will get executed. Okay, clear with this? Unstable in the sense it's kind of current build is unstable. Okay, clean up.
Repeat regression, sir.
So regression, so when the current build status is failed or unstable or aborted. Okay, so current status is the any of these. Okay, it's failed. Okay, either failed, okay, or unstable. Okay, so are unstable or aborted. So any of these condition, these scenarios executed. Okay, So when these happen, so it will compare with the previous one. Previous one is successful. So the current one has been either three of these anyone. So then this this will work regression. Okay,
Okay.
clear.
Okay. Yes.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಐದರ್ ಫೈಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಓಕೆ, ಅಬಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಮೂರ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಇದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಈ ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದಿದ್ರು ಈ ರಿಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್. ಓಕೆ,
Okay.
ಸೊ unstable, so it's kind of failed only. Okay, clean up. So if you provided this, it will be always clean the, like it will always it will like at the last it will clean everything. Okay, clean up. Okay, clear. So this you can practice it by using like stage level and the build level as well. Okay, practice ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕೋಡ್
Yes, sir.
Yes,
ಜಸ್ಟ್
sir.
ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕು. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದಿನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ,
Sure, sir.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ okay. So next, so in the manage Jenkins, tools option is there, right? That we learned it. So how we can use this tool section? So let's assume, so Maven I'm using, I'll be providing Maven 1. Okay, okay. So how we can use the tools? So based on the requirements, we can provide the tools like this. Okay, okay. So Maven 1. Okay, so like this, so I can provide tools. So as per your requirement, you can provide it. Okay, so if you want to add, you can add it like this. Maven 2. Maven 2 version you can change it 3.9.0. Okay, it's 3.9.8. Save this. So this you can use in this way. So I'll be removing this pages, stage. Okay, so tools, I'll mention tools like this, and then tool name. Tool name I'll be providing like this Maven 1. I can, okay, print Maven 1. I think I did some mistake here. We'll see.
So print double and print I.
Tool invalid type tool. Okay. 1 minute. Tool. Tools. Okay. Okay. Like this I need to provide. Maven. Maven and then the version. So we provided this name, right? So we can provide the name here. You can check the version. Tools we are using here, right? Tool we configured a few tools. Okay, I'm providing the tool. The tool name is Maven and the version. Like I configured the two versions, right? So with the name. So I'll be checking the version. We'll see. So I am running the job now. So everything in the organizations, everything we can't remember. Okay. So based on the requirements, so we'll learn. Okay, you can see 3.9.8. Okay, in some cases everything we also will forget. Okay, so in some cases, so we'll Google it and then we'll try to fix it. End of the day, the results is mandatory. So that we need to achieve it. Okay, they anyone came and why you are not remember this like that. They no one will come and no one will ask. Okay, so you can check the version tool I used 3.9.8 version, right? You can see here tools. So two versions I used, right? Maven 1 3.9.8. So for Maven 2 3.9.0, we'll see that as well. So for any tools you want to integrate with the job, so you can use in this way. Okay, Maven 2. So this I will comment out. Okay, it's not required. Just I will be checking the Maven version. Build now. Okay. See, the version is 3.9.0. Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So in this way, we can use the tools. Here, so let's assume I have one condition. Okay. So if I have one option, okay, I am trying to create one directory. Okay, shmkdir test. Okay, I'm trying to create this directory. Okay, so if it is present, so then no need to create this directory. Okay, so first this, I mean, so if the directory is present, then no need to create it. So if the directory is not present, then we need to create it. Okay, so in this scenario, so let's assume this is I am doing in the middle of the build. Okay, in the third stage or fourth stage I am doing. Okay, so I'm not sure, right? I'm not sure so whether this is present or not. Okay, so in that case, okay, so how we can do that? How we can make it as exception? How we can do that? See, now I executed. So you are executing this like you added that in fourth stage. Let's see. Let's think in that way. Okay, so test is present. Okay, if we execute now, then it will be failed, right? Because the directory is present. I don't want to, I don't want this error. Okay, if the directory is present, we need to say, so the directory is present, you can proceed something we wanted to display. Okay, how we can do that? Okay, for that, so if anyone from programming background, they know about this. Okay, try catch. Okay, so what we'll do, for any stage or for anything we can add it, for any line for stage we can add it, try. Okay, and then so we'll add this what we want to execute, that we are adding in try. Okay, what we want to add, that will be added in try. Okay, so in the catch and exception, what we'll do, catch exception exception, you will mention like this, and then we'll mention echo folder is present. Okay, so we'll mention something. Okay, this is for exception cases. Okay, so we'll see that whether this will work or not. How we can do? So we need to mention try here. Okay, try, and then curly braces should open. Okay, and curly braces will automatically get closed. So I will need to mention catch, and then exception E I need to mention, and then curly braces I need to open. The closure will automatically get opened, and then echo. Here you can mention echo, yes, folder is present. Test folder is present. Okay, so we'll see that. Again, it failed. Expected steps. See, when you get this expected step error, so you can add script in under the steps. Okay, here you can add steps, and the curly braces should open. But so the curly braces, so you can open it and then you can copy entire code and paste inside that. But you can add it. You can don't automatically open the curly brace, close the curly braces. At the bottom, you can add one more curly brace. Not an issue. Again, it failed. Why? Try script step expected step. Added, right? Stage steps. Here we need to add script, not steps. The scripts we need to add. What happened? See, now this was success. Okay, the folder is present. Okay, cannot create directory test. The file exists. It's showing. So in the echo, in the cache block, it's mentioned the folder is present. Okay, clear. So and the job was success. Further steps will get executed. Okay, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ try catch. See,
Yes.
so okay, so for normal scenarios as well, this will work. So now you can add it. Clean ws, clean ws. So now we don't have directory, right? We don't have directory, so the workspace will clean it. So for that condition, see, mkdir test, the directory has been created successfully. Okay, the exception case won't get executed. Okay, clear. Try catch. Okay, so there is one more topic is there, only one topic is there. So can I continue, or so will, okay, fine. So what I will do, I will continue tomorrow. So if you have any clarification, so we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay. So any doubts with respect to today's classes? Sorry. So Maven, so it's a build tool. Okay. So when we have source code Java, so let's think. So you have the Java source code, right? So that day I sent one screenshot, right? So, wait. So screenshot. Okay. So here we have source code, right? Source code we have. So so that source code they used to they stored in GitHub. Let's think. Okay. So here in the build process, so we need to create the binaries, right? So in the build process, first we need to create the binaries. Then we can upload to the JFrog artifact. So in that case, in the build process, so if you have the Java source code, Maven and Ant both will be used to build the Java source code based on the requirements. Okay. So similarly for Windows, so C++, so for those kind of the source, MS build is there. Okay, based on the requirements. These are the build tools. We'll call it as the build tools. Okay. So Gradle is there, NPM is there. Okay. So based on the requirements, we will use those build tools. Okay. With the build tools, we will build the so we will so we will use the build tools and then we will build it. So like that, Java is one of the build tool. Like from source code. So let's see. Okay. So this is my Java application. Okay. So this is my Java application. Okay. So this is my Java application. Everything I mentioned in the pom.xml. So this is one of the index.jsp file. Okay. UI file. This is okay. With this application, if I want to deploy, so first, so I need to create this source code into war file. Okay. So in that way, similarly, so if you have any kind of source code, we need to build that source code and then we need to create the binaries. Binaries in the sense, so respective package, either war file or jar file, EAR file. Okay. Otherwise, the zip file, otherwise .exe file, DMG, like APK, like the extensions will be there, right? So in those format, we need to create it. For creating that part, we need build tools. Okay. So similarly, in that, this Maven is one of the build tool for Java source code. Got it? So Ant is there. Ant is also one of the build tool for Java source code. Okay. So there are many build tools are there. MS build is there. Okay. So Gradle is there. NPM is there. So based on the requirements, we will choose the build tools. Okay. Clear? Okay. So any doubts with respect to today's class? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Fine. So we'll do one thing. So we'll continue on tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So if you have any doubts, okay, reach me. We'll discuss.
Okay, sir.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
sir.
Sir.
Thank you,
So
sir.
Sangeeta, she is not joined today. She asked one doubt. Ping me.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you guys.